I'm sure you all have heard the saying, you should teach a man to fish, not give him a fish, because if you give him a fish, he's just gonna go hungry after he eats that one fish, right? But if you teach him to fish, it feeds him for life. I may or may not have just gotten that entire quote backwards, but you guys get what I mean. Today, a lot of people ask me to review their profiles. What should I do now? What should I do after that? Yadi, I need help. I need a money-making method. I need to do this. I need to do that. Well, instead of giving all these people a fish and telling them what they should be doing, which I have been anyway because I'm a very nice guy, today we're going to go over the best way to fix your profile so that whenever someone asks me, Yadi, what should I be doing now? I can just send them this video. But before we get into it, we are going for 30K and the YouTube rank, so please scroll down and subscribe. It helps me out immensely, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Also, real quick, I will be live as this video goes live at twitch.tv/YogiYadi. Make sure to check me out there for the Yadi stream luck. Let's get into it, boys. Alright, so first things first. How does Yadi go about knowing what to do? Because I've never asked people, I never really had to look up videos, I just always kind of knew what to do. Easiest way is lay it out, either on a doc, on a piece of paper, in a Discord. I do it on signs so that it's public, so that people know what I'm going for. As you can see, some of these I've already done, such as getting the Inferno minion done. So actually, what I will do is I'll just go into the sign and I'll erase it. And I have another thing done and getting me that much closer to just being done with the game. And obviously I still need Dedi 4 for some hoes. I still need tier 3 daggers, which isn't a big thing on the list, but I still need flare, I still need ham radio. I'm working on tier 7s for Claymore currently. The things that should go on this list, my to-do list, I put on the things that I need to spend money on or that I need to save up money for. I don't put on things such as Skyblock XP because that's kind of just straightforward. You can just go into your Skyblock leveling, go into ways to level up, scroll through and be like, huh, what would be the most efficient thing for me to do right now? What is most in relation with the current mare, which right now would be Aatrox, but obviously I have all of my Slayers done. So what would be beneficial other than Slayers for me? As of right now, and in the stream today, I'm going to be doing boss collections because I'm 24 XP away from 411. And as you can see, I will get 25 Skyblock XP from completing Scarf. You always want to look at what's going to progress you the most. I know for some people that's hard to find out. So let's go over it. But real quick, I do want to show you how I would update this list. So for example, right now I'm going for tier 7s for Claymore. I also need to buy an LCM set. I'm also going to need stars for LCM set. I'm also going to need enchants for LCM set. Another thing that could be big on the list and that people have been commenting for me to get, although I'm not Future 77, but I still kind of do want to get it, would be Infernal Crimson. Again, keep in mind, everything I'm adding is stuff I can spend money on. It is not stuff I spend Skyblock XP on. Another thing that a lot of people wanted me to get that I really should get is Magic Find equipment, especially for Diana. And another big ticket item would be Chimera 5 for the Claymore. What do you want? What do you need? What's going to progress you the most? I don't have them numbered in order, but I do know myself what matters more. First of all, Hypergolic matters the most, and then probably the tier 7s for Claymore, as well as the LCM set, so I can start playing Mage in Master Mode. And then after that would be Sub-Zero Wisp, and then Magic Find equipment, and then Infernal Crimson, and so on. And the rest of these I don't really need, because I'm done with Blaze. But obviously this is just applicable to me. So how do you apply it to yourself? I've been telling people this on stream for a while. Here is Yadi's super overall progression to late game standpoint. If you guys would like, which I'm probably going to already do anyway, I'm going to make a much more in-depth guide on this, but here is just the base overview. New players. First of all, you need to get yourself associated with the game. You need to learn terminology, you need to learn collections, you just need to learn how the basics work. After that is achieved, you need to get into farming. The reason why you need to get into farming is because you need to build net worth. If you want to do anything in this game that is not completely early game and that you don't feel like you're skill issuing the whole time, you do need to build net worth. Farming is the best and most consistent way to build net worth besides for mining. However, I recommend choosing farming over mining because of how long it takes to max garden. The more you get out of the way now, the less you have to do later. This is also assuming you do want to max garden at some point, which if you are going for all progression in the game, you are going to have to. A little side note to that, if you are still a new player and you've been looking for things to do and you already have a mining set because you've been trying to figure things out, just go with mining. Don't waste your time selling it and getting into farming. You probably already powder grind, you probably have all your stuff together, and you'll probably lose money when you sell your sets. Just invest into mining, do mining. That part is okay. You want to do this until you have about 2 to 3 bill net worth, whether it's farming or mining, because the next thing you need to do is get E-Man 7. Why do you need E-Man 7? You need a Terminator. For any good money-making method, which it really is only Kudra and Master Mode, you need a Terminator. Terminator matters more than hype. Hype definitely does matter. You still are going to want to get a hype. Just get a Terminator first. Invest some money and time into building up magical power and Final Destination in order to achieve this goal. And since you already have a couple bill from farming and mining, you should be able to just purchase yourself a Terminator straight up. The whole reason for getting a Terminator is to get into Kudra as fast as possible. Kudra is by far the easiest way to build tons and tons of net worth in the game. And you want to do this until you have around 10 billion coins of net worth. Once you have achieved this amount of money, you can basically branch out to any part you want in the game, including Slayers, a bunch of other stuff. The only exception would be high floors of Master Mode because you do need a decent amount of kata for that, but obviously that can be achieved because you have 10 bill net worth, which means you should have a hype, a term, and a pretty good amount of magical power. The last thing I want to add is that this video is for people who want to progress. Progress isn't always fun, but the other side of the coin is that this is a game. Do what you think is fun and makes you happy, but for those of you that want to fast track your way to endgame, this is the fastest way to do it. Feel free to take breaks and do little fun side quests, etc, etc. Try to avoid burning out, but again, sometimes you just gotta get through it. There isn't always a fast track option. There isn't always an easy option. The game is an MMO, which means it requires thousands and thousands of hours to truly become one of the elites. A good way of measuring how you're spending your time is that you should have around 10 billion coins in net worth within your first 1,000 hours. At about 1,000 hours, you should have 10 billion coins net worth. Now, if you take what I have, which is 46 billion coins net worth, and I have 6,100 hours in the game, those are bad rates. However, about 2,000 of my hours are AFK, so I'd say I'm fine. I know 10 mil an hour for every single hour spent on the game may seem like a lot, but honestly, it's really not, considering you're going to be doing Blaze, which makes a ton an hour. You're going to be doing Kudra at some point, which makes 100 mil an hour. Master Mode makes a ton an hour. There's so many methods that make more than 10 mil an hour. Your overall 10 mil an hour shouldn't be that hard to obtain. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as joining the Discord and checking out twitch.tv/Yadi, where I stream almost every day. I hope this video did help you. If you have any questions, please comment them down below, or if you have any recommendations or you want some other guides to be made, let me know as well. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.